Thursday. Happy Thursday. It's October. It's Libra season. Hey. This is Asia on America. I am your host, Asia, with my co-host D. How you doing?
Hey,
Don't start this smooth operator
I'm
stuff.
saying.
We missed y'all last week. We apologize. We're gonna try to, be here every week for y'all, but D, I haven't seen you. How you been? What's going on with you?
I've been waiting to get back with you.
Don't you start this
I'm
nonsense.
saying. What's up? She got it smelling like lavender and heaven up in here. And you know,
Flattery gets you
what's up?
everywhere.
What's
No-
good?
Nothing much. It's Libra season. As I said, my birthday next Thursday. Shout out to them Libras in the house. We bring balance to this universe.
Leo's just passed.
That was 2 signs ago. Like it was Virgo or something else.
I just feel like Libra is like a spinoff of Leo or something. I don't know.
Y'all a fire sign. Ain't got no.
Fire.
Yes.
We the kings. King of the jungle. Huh? That's
We gonna save that conversation for a later day. But
okay.
today's topic, uh, let's talk about sex, baby. But move back, but not in that manner. We the emergence of polygamous relationships in the black community. We want to discuss why is that so prevalent these days. We see a lot of people having three people in a relationship. I mean, I look at that and I have a lot of questions about that. Everybody like to try to say like, when Africa had polygamous relationships, I was trying to bring it back like somebody been to Africa before or like they know something like what they got going on, but I think that a polygamous relationship should be for the betterment of the culture. They have a strong man who leads. He has his woman or women and they do their particular needs, for the culture, for the family, for the structure, for nation building. Not just because they be popping pills and they want to have sex.
Right. Right.
So this is what we talking about today on Asian America. Of course we're gonna have a little comedic side to it. We want to just be so hardcore. But what you think about this, D?
Ooh. Um. Where do I start? You know what? I think people are uh, more than ever just exploring their sexuality. You know, it's easier to come out as gay or whatever your LGBT, wherever you fall into that. It's easier now. It's easier to explore your sexuality and have others be comfortable with it. For you, and for you to be comfortable. I just think right now is just that time. Uh,
Like the free love movement, like the '60s or something, because it seems like kind of like hand in hand with so many drugs prevalent and this free love, this free movement,
true.
but at what cost? Like
Yeah.
I also want to tap into like sex is primarily just to have children. Of course it feels good,
Okay.
but the main component of sex is to have children.
No.
What is it for?
How many kids?
For.
This is a rhetorical question, but how many times you had sex? So, so no. The main purpose of sex is not to have kids.
No, that's what it's for. The
That's the
reason
function
that's
of it.
the function of
Function of the
function
organs.
of,
Okay.
I just said
Okay.
at the top it feel
Okay.
good.
Right. Right. Right.
We
right.
said that already,
Right.
but the main function of it is to have children. But with these multi-layered, multi-people relationships,
Mhm.
are you even having soul ties? I
I,
mean, that's what I was gonna tap into.
okay. Well, I mean, I think first for a lot of people, and this is a way more open era, is for a lot of people, they are just exploring their sexuality and being honest with the people that you deal with allows you to do that. There was a period of time that people was just, lying and uh, you know, going and having whole other households and not letting it be known. You know what I mean? And I think now, I'm not saying that's not happening now, but I think now people are just a little more honest with the people that they deal with and say, hey, I want to try more, and this other person may want to try more too.
But these,
But but like you said, at what cost? Now, so if we exploring our sexualities and we find some common ground with, I don't know, two, three people, or swinging, or whatever, you know. And we really feel that that's cool, that's for us. But like you said, at what cost? Now, at what cost is the kids to me, because now there are some explanations that need to be given to them to make them understand, or you have to at the very least rationalize what you're doing with children to make them understand. Or even worse, don't give them no explanation and just let them see y'all laying around and do what y'all do, and then let them pick up on it and do what they do. And then that, to me, that causes even more sexful soul ties without soul ties.
Mm-hmm.
So what, you know what? And I just thought about this. Uh, what's your favorite TV show?
Martin.
Martin. I knew that. And I'm a
The Bozaks.
The Bozaks. The Bozaks was the people who tried to do a swinger thing with Martin and Gina.
Mm-hmm.
But what you read him, if you go back and look at it, is that the Bozaks was just like real comfortable with themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like they swing, it was already an understanding, and they was real comfortable with themselves. So you can recognize in them that they had their understanding of what their sexuality was within their relationship. And it was, it was cool. It just was that Martin wasn't with that. You know what I'm saying? That he wasn't getting up Gina. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about you being comfortable with it, and from all aspects. So now you have to be responsible adults. If you're gonna have relationships like that, you have to be responsible adults with the kids that's in your life too.
But a lot of times these relationships that I see out here these days, they are reckless. These are like these little, what you say last time, big eyelash wearing, these little tight jean wearing,
talking about my big eyelash
these
girl.
little big gym shoe wearing guys. They pants hanging down, and they all off adrenaline, music, and culture, and just doing things to be doing things, not really understanding the ramifications of their actions. And what I was touching on is about soul ties, and at what when, for me, I might be old fashioned, but when I want to have sex with a man, I don't want to just be like, yeah, we just we do it. I want to, feel him on a soul level, enrich me in some sort of way. He watered me, I water him. That's not to say we got to go down to City Hall and get married, but in some type of aspect, we are sharing of our energy with each other.
Definitely.
With these type of relationships that's going on, do you think this is the reason why so many broken people out in the streets, because they are harboring so many different energies of other people?
I mean, if you're talking about relationships,
no, I'm talking about just these little polygamous relationships that they're having. Do you think that that's why so many broken people, because they are holding on energy from so many different souls?
I mean, if you want to say that it's, souls connected to certain people's bodies, then yeah. But I mean, a lot of people not connecting because we just having sex. We attracted to the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? Like, he look good, he this, you know what I'm saying? She got this on her, she, you know what I mean? And so we wind up constantly having sex because I like what I'm looking at, but the substance behind the chick or the dude, it might not be there. And so, and then if you enter a relationship with somebody based on what they look like, and we don't have no common bond in our relationship, it ain't gonna last anyway. But we over here having good sex. You know what I'm saying? So we can get stuck like that. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, a soul tie. But you got to find a common bond besides the sex. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people just, like you say, this it's about that fun. It's about that rush of the night. We pop. We listen to the music. Got a big influence.
Big influence. My girl got a girlfriend. These chicks, Meg the Stallions, all of them popping each other on the butt. They dancing.
Exactly.
La la la.
I think we follow that trend of the music more than probably any other city.
We are rhythmic people.
I'm saying that.
Oh,
I'm saying
in Chicago.
City, you know what I'm saying? Chicago, as opposed to other cities, like,
Yeah, because you be in California a lot. They don't gravitate towards music like that.
I'm not saying that they're gonna gravitate towards music and what's jumping. I believe, you know what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, I think we look to live that, our younger youth look to live that lifestyle that they hear more. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you know what? I did have a conversation with my brother in California, and we talked, and I was telling him about some of the things that go on sexually in Chicago and how it's so prevalent that, somebody can go and, a couple can go and pick out a girl at a club or something like that. And he was just kind of looking at me like, and he younger than me, you know what I'm saying? He in that crowd where, it might be prevalent at, and he was just looking at me like, oh, somebody here might look at you like, wait, say that again,
Seriously?
like not saying that it don't exist,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? But I think we just out there with it. We more so.
Well, I do have a quick question from a just to ask from a male point of view. Why do y'all have so much? I mean, I know why, but why do men have so much meaningless sex? Like, oh, y'all carry a lot of soul ties on y'all too. Don't laugh. Do not laugh. I mean, I know why. I mean, y'all talk all this. We the key. We got the key to open up the door, and well, whatever they're saying, that men be saying. But why? If you're gonna have that type of meaningless sex like that,
Hmm.
why not be have a structure with it? Why not have
Structured sex, okay.
structure sex?
What
Because
is
that leads to a lot of dysfunction. It leads to a lot of broken hearts, broken families, sexually transmitted disease. Not saying that every man has them, but just a lot of backlash behind it. And we look to men for stability. A lot of women, look at men and sex as a way of connection.
and that might be the problem. I mean, a lot of people look for it to be like the first connection. You know what I'm saying? So what you looking for? Like you can't you ain't nobody got no patience right now. You know what I mean? So uh and then the other girl over here do it right now.
And see, that's what I'm saying. I was just about to say, the girls who do have patience, a man will go over them because that girl over there is doing it. So it brings it back to the question: why do men be so eager to have this meaningless sex? If y'all are the leaders of
No.
society, the households, you're supposed to be setting the precedent, not just for your wife, but your daughter. A man is a daughter's first love.
I agree with everything you said, but no, I ain't finna let you just sit here and put it on the man like that. You ain't just hear me say the other girl over here do it.
Yes.
So then she got a part to play in it too. Don't just put it on us.
But you're supposed to have some type of decorum, and be like,
Oh, it's on the. No, you know what? I agree. I think we done follow the path of bad relationships due to circumstances for so long that this the consequences of it right now. I think yeah, I think the guys done got in situations where we done dog chicks out for so long that in our environment they done adapted and they
yeah.
ooh they some beasts out here. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? It's all about what you're looking for. So now if it's all about what you're looking for now to answer your question. Because it's if you don't want no pause of that savage over there, she gonna swallow you whole and what you say, soul ties, you be looking for her. You know what I'm saying? If you
No,
don't want that problem,
meaningless sex does not come with soul
I
ties.
mean, but you know what? I think the soul ties got something to do with the feelings that you put in there first. You know what I'm saying? It's like what you is the feelings that you developing. You know what I'm saying?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
You paying
Sometimes.
attention is what I'm saying.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
paying
Yeah.
attention to
Yeah.
what's happening and it's captivating you. You
Okay.
see what I'm
Yeah. I
saying?
can get that.
And so when you get on that level and you stay there and then this person starts to disappoint what you think in your mind should go that way, then now you 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 got a decision to make because you done made some type of little tie there. You done made it. You know what I'm saying? I done seen people uh tweak over another person and then the other person and be like, I don't know what they tweaking for. Like, and it's I'm trying not to say that, but y'all had sex. Yeah, but I don't know why they tweaking. You see what I'm saying? It's like this person don't feel that way, but whatever this person that created in their mind because they was doing whatever they was doing, they done created a tie for themselves. So I think it's levels to it.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and switch gears. This is Asia on America, real life conversations on real issues with real people. I'm gonna switch it over to my favorite little thing is succotash. If you didn't see it last week, succotash is like an American dish, all type of things, corn, bean, all types together. It coincides with our topic, but it's kind of off topic. And what it is, you said last time was your go. That's my go.
Get on.
Why do men who are in relationships always try to cheat. What do you want? What are you looking for? And then you always try to be like, I don't want to have sex. I just want to get to know you. I mean, like, what do you want to know about me that's not gonna lead into you wanting to have sex with me? Like, I'm confused. And you have a woman. Know her. Talk to her. Like, what do you want with me?
I gotta have a response for that. I mean,
That was a rhetorical question,
okay,
but why do men do that when you have a woman? Like, if you bored, don't be with her. If you don't want to be in a relationship, be single. Like, because
oh, all right. So it's that black and white. It's that black and white.
it
Okay,
should
but hold
be.
on. And your relationship issues that you done had now or in the past is in shades of gray, but all this is in black and white. It's just that clear. Like I can't be. I ain't condoning cheating, but I'm just saying I can't be attracted to you. Why I got a girl? I can't be developing. This can't be in, and I can't. I'm just throwing it out there as one scenario. So don't make it black and white
You're gonna
when
always
it.
be attracted to the opposite sex. That's our
Okay,
animal.
okay
Those
then.
are
So why I can't?
animalistic traits.
Okay,
You're
so
gonna,
why I can't want to get to know you?
but flesh is weak, and as I keep saying, you should be bigger than that. You know, a man will be mad as hell. I'm sorry, could I say that? If they woman date out and cheat. But if he do it, oh, I'm just a man, baby. Like, it should not be that double standard if it's just that gray shaded area.
Okay, but my question is, why you mad though?
Why would you be mad if your woman cheat on you?
No, we talking about this particular right now. Why you mad though? Like not saying that you got a situation right now, but I'm saying why you mad that men do that? Like, because what I'm saying is you never know what the situation is.
Because, like, it's unfair to your woman. Like, if you don't want to be tied down, be single. Like, I'm single right now. I don't want to be tied down. I like my flexibility. I don't want to get in a situation where I have to feel like, oh, I'm being disrespectful to my man, because I'm very flirtatious. I like to go out. I like to be me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to get into a situation where he like, well, as you doing too much. You know,
Right,
you supposed to respect your mate.
right. I mean, understanding is everything. So you saying being single and being able to move how you want to move, and then whoever you may talk or socialize with, you got to understand it with them. That's the same understanding I can have with my girl. You know what I'm saying? Relationships come in all flavors. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a
And see, that's
broad
why I've
spectrum.
always liked butter pecan. Just I don't need all this Neapolitan or
Stick to your butter
spumante.
pecan though. I'm gonna give me the rainbow sherbet. You know what I'm saying? Minus the men. I ain't saying it like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying the variety though. You know what I'm saying? No,
Okay.
no. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about me. I ain't talking about nobody else.
I get you. You was a nut tonight. But, like, for real though, these, understandings within your relationships, but 95% of the time, y'all just be doing it on some animalistic nature. Y'all just be doing it because you see a big butt, or you see a cute face, or she talking provocative, she dancing nasty, she looking good, you heard something about her, you want to try, she fresh on the scene, she ain't been out, she ain't been touched, you want to be the first. Y'all have all type of reasons for things.
Oh man.
I ain't mad. I'm just, the situation is, like I said, I'm a single woman. And I get a lot of guys who are in relationships in my inbox, and I'm like, I
A
ain't
lot
leave.
of
I ain't leave from being nobody's wife to being no side chick. Now, where they do that at?
Okay, so let me ask you this. If a
Ask it.
girl is slightly interested in somebody that they meet, that he got a relationship going on, but he's saying he about to leave her, how much do women believe? I just always wanted to know.
They don't. Fools believe those lies.
I mean, no.
That's a foolish lie. Cause if you want to leave, you will go. Cause when it's time to go,
So
you
it's
do.
always that. It's always that black and white.
It
Huh?
it is, but it ain't. It is, but it
Oh,
ain't.
okay. Oh, okay.
Like, I just told a guy this today.
Hmm.
He has, get off your phone. He has a girl, and we, what I'm saying, we done had a conversation. I told him, I said, he playing the same old game. Well, we ain't really happy, and we just, if you ain't happy, why you there? It is that black and white, because you shouldn't be nowhere that you unhappy. If you
Okay.
that unhappy to where you feel as though you want to seek out something new, you shouldn't be there.
Okay. So now you saying something serious because I now I hear you what you saying in your ideology,
I like that word.
but now let's look at it realistically. How many people you know in relationships that's having issues? Put a percentage on it.
I said
How many people you know that's happily married? Eh,
happily married. I will only say about 15%.
is what I'm saying. So it's I mean it's natural that we having
I don't know
issues.
that many people that's married. Let's throw
Okay,
that
so
out.
married now since we already understand that most you hardly know any people that's hardly happily married. How about happily relationships? The number is always gonna be low.
It
You know what I'm
is.
saying? So let's not act like this ain't a on. You know, like it's black and white. We got the solution that everybody just ain't applying. It's shades of gray on it. It's shades of gray.
Of course, it's shades of gray,
People
but
hanging on for different reasons because for different reasons.
which brings us back to this whole polygamy thing. Do you
Okay.
think that is one of the reasons why people are bringing other people in their relationships because they don't want to step out because of financial issues or kids or
I think
soul ties, and so they just bring another person in as supervised cheating?
I think it's supervised cheating. I think it's
That you didn't
I
like that?
I no I see it. It's and that's the problem. That's the problem. If it's if she already viewing it as supervised cheating, then it's messed up from the
No,
beginning. Or if he
I'm saying
or if he
supervised
view it,
cheating.
oh, okay, no, but some people do it like that, like, oh, he just really want to have a threesome, and you know what I'm saying, like, so I just come on, please, and like if you doing it for that reason, then you shouldn't be doing it. But if we really open and honest about what we doing or what we like, what we would like to have, then it's not gonna be supervised cheating. It's about us being open and honest.
In that aspect, do you think that those are real relationships? Or are they based on sex?
You know what? I don't want to speak on. I would say that most times it's a phase, and if you are strong enough, whether you're the man or the woman, to go through it with that person, or if you interested just as much as they are, and you paying attention and you communicating, you know what I'm saying, during the process, you know what I'm saying, then at the end of it, if it ends, then you know what I'm saying, y'all are still staying because y'all understand that we was doing this together. You know what I'm saying? But now if you tricking somebody because you trying to get some extra this or that over there, you know what I'm saying, and then you fall off into that world, or you sneaking while I'm at work, or you know what I'm saying, vice versa, then it was something else to it. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I say if you communicating all the way through it, you know what I'm saying? If I'm making sure I'm letting you know I appreciate you in the situation that you giving me, not
That
you know what I'm
sounds
saying?
pimpish.
I'm just saying.
That sounds pimpish. Like, baby, I appreciate you, and that sounds pimpish.
You know what? Because it sounds real. Because it's real. You see what I'm saying? Because if you saying it real, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. How you not gonna appreciate your woman for giving you a dream of yours, or whatever y'all decide? How you not gonna appreciate? Are you stupid if you don't? You know what I'm saying? But you got to show your appreciation in the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
How do you show appreciation for your woman bringing a woman in the bedroom?
I can't tell my
You don't
I'm
have
not
to speak on personal issues. You
no, I'm not saying that.
how do
I'm
you
just I was gonna say I can't tell my perception on that because I think different guys. It all depends on you know what I'm
okay.
saying. So I can't really say. It all depends on your woman. You show your woman your appreciation.
Give me an example. I would like to know. Give me an example.
Um, so I think that I've seen a couple situations where women think that if I bring another woman into my bedroom, that he gonna be paying attention to her and he's not gonna be focused on me. In my opinion, I'm gonna be super focused. Like, I would think a man should be super focused on making sure he pay attention to his woman more, and how she feeling in the process and immediately after. You know what I'm saying? Like, how to say it? Almost like this other girl don't even exist. Like, this was us. This was about us. This wasn't even about her. You know what I'm saying? So like, you don't even pay her a whole lot of attention. You know what I'm saying? After the fact, or none of that is like. So that's how I feel about that. You focus on her. You focus on her, and from there you'll be okay.
So my question is now, if you're focusing mainly on her, what is this other woman in here for anyway?
See, you on some.
I mean, we just having a real life conversation with real life people about
Right.
real life things.
And real life, hi, baby. We ain't got to talk about it. I'll be back.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and break for a little while. Like I said, Asia on America. We'll take a few minutes break.
You know what I said.
IntellectualRadio.com. Feed your brain. Feed me now.
You the type that'll change your life, make them look at you in a different light. Still be shining on them 20 years later, just to show a hater that they still a hater. You's a living legend and emancipator. You so live, you create a player. I mean, you the reason that I'm getting paper. You the that should carry some toilet paper just to wipe me down. Do it better, do it right. Do it different, do it nice. You do the impossible, then do it twice. Hey, everybody wanna know why you killing them so hard. Why you taking it so far? Baby girl, you a star. You got it. Now I want it. Baby, you got it. Girl, you got it, baby. I love it, got it. Girl, I love it when you do it to me. Girl, I love it when you do it to me. Girl, I love it when you do it to me. Yeah. Now I want it. You got it. I love it. You got it. Girl, I love it when you do it to me. Girl, I love it when you do it to me. You got it. Driving them insane, so ain't nobody in your lane. I'm the player, you the coach. Won't you put me in the game? I be surfing on your wave. You the baddest all around. They should call you fire marshal, cause you know you shut it down. You shut it down. I love how you do it better, do it right. Different, do it nice. You do the impossible, then do it twice. Yeah. Everybody wanna know, how did you get so fly? They not on your level. Yeah. Can't get up that high. You got it. Now want it. You got it. I love it.
We are back. This is Asia on America. We're talking about sex. I am your host, Asia, with my distinguished, popular co-host, Mr. D. Phone ringing off the hook. Them your chicks. You ain't tell them you had to work tonight.
I'm sorry. That's why I'm moving so much with my phone ringing. But it ain't. No, it ain't like that.
Oh, okay. Well, as I said, we are talking about sex. Not in that aspect, but in that aspect. We talking about soul ties, polygamous relationships. So now I bring it to this subject. With all this sex that's going on, we see a lot of teenage mothers. I mean, teenage pregnancy has always been a big deal, not just in the black community, but everywhere. But now we see all these neglected mothers, these children. I don't know if you haven't really been on social media, but this viral video of this girl.
Mm.
She got a newborn baby. She smoking a cigarette, and she got this baby, and she holding the baby in the air like a football.
Okay.
And it's going viral. They went and took her to jail. I mean, I don't know what the charges are because I don't know if that's really child endangerment or not, but I don't know. Then it was the other video where the girl had the baby and she like, my baby is so ugly. I don't know if you saw that one either. Like we just had,
Oh yeah.
yeah, we just had
the baby looked like her,
didn't it?
It's okay.
So she was ugly too. If she want to say it like that,
if she want to say it like that.
If she want to say it like
she
that.
said the baby looked like the daddy.
Daddy, right? Yeah, that little baby looked like her, but but just this whole like kind of careless, luster type of parenting skills that these women are displaying, with all this carefree, careless sex that we having with people that we really don't know. We know them based off their Facebook name. We don't know their last names. That could be a byproduct of why we have so many bad seed children out here.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? How do we convey, the importance of abstinence and things? Don't give me that look. No, this is real. This is real life conversation with real life people. It's not always gonna be this little ha ha rah rah. We gonna talk this real stuff. Okay. How do we get that over? Because our as Whitney used to say, the children are the future. And if
Okay.
the mamas is messed up,
Hmm.
the daddies is messed up. Grandma still got lime green bodysuits on, big lashes.
What you just call her?
Grandma,
I call her grandma. Like they say, grandma.
she still
That's a
she still doing her thing.
okay.
And how do we break this cycle of these broken families and broken children? You said you want the platform to talk this real stuff.
Uh,
Let's go. Let's go.
I mean, yeah, but I mean that's it's going. I think it takes generations. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it took us generations to get to this point. You know, uh, grandmas. Grandmas is young right now. Because people is having, like you say, teenage babies, teenage mothers rather, um, and breaking that cycle. Like abstinence don't even match. It don't even match with the wardrobe that they wearing right now. You know what I'm saying? So
But
I
I
wasn't.
was but I was a teenage mother, and I was not I didn't dress I still don't dress
No,
provocative.
I'm
I'm a
just saying.
grown woman.
I'm just saying that as far as where the culture's mind is right now. We naked, looking good. Saying what we want to say out of our mouth. That's what. So now balance that with abstinence and responsibility. Like that's just really not happening for us right now. You know what I'm
Who,
saying? It should be, but it's
right,
not.
who's gonna take that position if, like I said, I bring it back as
Mhm.
Fantasia said it perfectly about submission, and a lot of women view submission as a bad thing. Not necessarily saying you have to I can't even get out, but be submissive to a man.
Mhm.
But a real man should take some type of charge. He should take that charge in the household to say to his wife, "Don't let her out win. Like, don't let her go out winning that." You know, what's she doing? Where's she at? Who her friends are? You know what I'm saying? Because
Absolutely.
even though I had a child young, my mom and my daddy was on me. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
snuck out and did things, but I still had that type of structure. You know what I'm saying? And it's like no structure, and it's, like I said, leading to a bunch of disarray on the
Yeah.
street.
Well, I mean, you talking about a two parent home, because if you saying the dad's supposed to step up where the mom at, you talking about a two parent home where the dad is directive, but the mom is the example.
Hmm.
So hopefully in those cases it's working out a little better than where it's not a dad, than just a mom, and a mom that's doing what she doing what she do, or vice versa. A mom is gone and the dad is there, but he got women. So that directive is a lot easier to accept maybe from the younger kids than some that don't have that advantage of having both parents. So d- now where we expecting the influence to come from, where we expecting it to come from. So now it's like it's really on that parent. It's really on that parent. So if it's funny because we look at social media a lot, and we can probably guesstimate where a person's mindset is with how they raising their kids. You know what I'm saying?
Not necessarily.
Well, this is what I'm saying. The people who are happy about raising their kids, they talk about being happy and raising their kids and
Oh,
trying to go in that direction.
I
Whether
don't.
they
I
are
don't like.
there,
I don't like my kids, and I don't talk about them.
well, whether they are at that point where they say they are on Facebook or not, or on social media or not, it lets you know that they aspire to be to that point.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? As opposed to somebody who got three kids, but they always on there showing they new outfit or they bikini or they do. You know what I'm saying? So when a person shows like, yeah, they putting something up there saying, me and the kids, this is how we do, woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? What you really saying, whether it's true or not, is what you saying is I really want to show some interest to my kids. You know what I'm saying? Even if I haven't been showing as much as I should. And I like that. So it's kind of like the mindset of the parent. When do I stop partying? When do I stop doing these other things? And when do I start to focus on my kids? Sometimes we got to tell ourselves what we're gonna do before we do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's really all on the parent whenever they decide to do it. Like you take influence from some people in your community or your parents or your other, peers or whatever, but ultimately it's on you, especially in this day and age, because everybody out here for themselves. Like that's what it feel like.
It definitely does feel like that. Look at my phone ring like I got action.
Oh,
This conversation got heated. Everybody half bulls is
as soon as
calling.
you get that new phone.
I don't have a new
Let
phone.
me see.
My phone phone is
Oh,
broke. You know, my phone stay broke. If it's not broken, I lost it. It's one or the other.
some dude probably slammed it up against the wall because the soul tie you put on.
Hush your mouth. No, I be dropping my phone and losing my phone. But let's get back on subject. You get on my nerves. But parents make a huge difference on all aspects. From everything from education to manners to everything.
Absolutely.
But what do we have to us as I don't want to say role models because I'm not a role model in my Charles Barkley voice,
Hmm.
but as somebody who like we have this platform, what can we do to serve? It's not enough. I mean, it's enough to just say, oh, these are the problems and talk about it. What can we do as Generation X to change it? Because we are really the generation that was unplanned for. We had the test tube babies, we had the crack babies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We are the generation that slipped under the cracks. We still got that old school love from our grandparents. We still got those ties to Mississippi, but we also
Hmm.
got them deep Chicago roots.
Hmm.
What can we do as that group of a collective, especially in Chicago, to help change the mass state? Because I put a lot of emphasis on men, because I had a dad. So I just really have a high expectation
Hmm.
and appreciation for the black man. Let's not leave that out,
Yeah.
But these young girls, what I'm saying, that are using sex as a way of a means to keep a man.
Yeah.
They are the ones that are ultimately carrying the babies and picking guys who they don't know nothing about and having children by, and then later on regretting those children, not loving those children, and then they are
Yeah.
put off into society. What can we do to help subset this ongoing problem? It's snowballing is at a faster rate. Time is moving very slow. We are about to be in
Yeah.
2020.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What can we do to help get this back on track?
I mean, it's scary when you said, you know, we having kids by people and then we not with them and then we having resentments towards those kids. That's scary. You know what I'm saying? And then you bringing a child in and you breeding all different emotions in that child. You know what I mean? So that's scary to have to go through that. But like you said, if we, I believe this, that if we have those ties to them southern states that we, our people came from, and those uh those mannerisms, those things, those cultural things that we learned from them. And like you say, we also had the ties to Chicago, so we responsible for bridging the gap. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have those ties. You know what I'm saying? So we responsible for bridging the gap. But on a on on two different levels for myself, I've been a program manager and coordinator. Directed some programs especially for youth, and I've developed programs where young ladies can come in and get mentoring. Um, I've developed, programs that are just focused on young ladies so that they can, find themselves, have somebody to talk to and talk about, lady issues. But on a smaller scale, as a man, I try to do my best example by spending my time with my kids publicly and not being ashamed to talk to them or teach them something in public. You know what I mean? And it might seem like a small thing, but it's a big thing, because I think when the kids that are used to having their parents around, they take it for granted, so they don't like it sometimes. But the kids who witness it from the outside looking in be like, wow, you know what I'm saying? It do exist. Oh, that's a good dad. Man, I wish somebody, you know what I'm saying? And so you spark something in them. So to me, that's the responsibility that I play. And I'm happy to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like me and my son, what's today, Thursday? Me and my son went to the gym. Oh, that was last night. You know what I mean? And played some ball with some younger guys. And I talked to him in front of the guys, you know what I'm saying? And they was kind of like checking me out, you know what I'm saying? Which I like that, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do and I'm giving an example. And so then when we got on the court and we played and I showed the other guys, I could play a little bit, they respected me even more. You know what I'm saying? Oh
You
man, he
can't play
tried to,
no ball.
yeah, all right, whatever. We got a set coming up later, you know what I'm saying, about Chicago basketball and all that. I ain't gonna even talk about myself too much. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Who
But
you supposed to be?
no, I'm
Mark Aguirre?
no, no, no.
About
That's a
myself.
Chicago legend. No, I'm just saying I could
Right.
play.
I
I'm
know.
just saying I could play.
I
But
know my stuff. I know my stuff.
Chicago is the house of the dogs on basketball. Period. You know
This
what I'm
is
saying?
true. This
So
is true.
you know what I'm saying. We gonna speak on that, and whether I'm known or not, I feel like I'm a dog. You know what I'm saying? But being in the gym and with my son and that type of stuff, or even when he was smaller, walking my son and being there and talking to him and teaching him little stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I done had people pull up on me and just give me the thumbs up, and it's like I ain't supposed to get a thumbs up just for being a dad because that's what I'm supposed to do. But at the same time, I appreciate it because I know that we ain't all been setting the example like we supposed to be. So yeah,
That was captivating.
okay. Nah, being a dad is everything though. When you want it, when you interested in that, being a dad is everything. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to having a child and regretting them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got 3 kids. I love my kids. I love spending time with my kids. So that's the example. That's it. That's where it started from.
Yeah, I can piggyback on that too. I make a lot of jokes about how like my kids, but I absolutely love and adore them. I got all sons. I don't have any daughters. I don't have any sisters.
What's that like? Is that a blessing or a curse to not have a daughter?
It's kind of it's rough. It's too much testosterone in that house, and I got too many dads, like especially with me coming out of a relationship with their dad.
Okay.
That's the only man that they know. So now that I don't have a man, it's always where you going, who you think you going with, where you win. It's 11 o'clock. What you got on? Who was that on the phone? And I don't like that aspect because your daddy doing what he want to do. Y'all up with the BS with
So,
him. You know what I'm saying?
though, so
Shut up. So I don't like that.
stepdad.
I ain't got no kids if I'm dating.
Okay. I, okay. I mean, no, that's interesting because some women say they ain't got no kids, and some women say if you want to date me, you gotta date all my kids.
Oh no, I don't play that. First and foremost, a man can't come in my house. You can't cross this threshold. Like it's extenuating circumstances. Like if it's a group thing and we all gonna come to my house and do karaoke but just like on some can you come chill out? Nah, I don't even play that. You know what I'm saying? You should have your own place. You should let me come over there.
Why? Ain't this why I can't come to your house, but you can come to mine?
First,
you just said you ain't had no kid.
I do.
Oh, okay. So you like
no, I'm saying,
I know what you said,
but nah, they can't come to my house. You should have your own house. You should give me a reprieve. I should be able to come spend a night, bring my bag, have a good time, bring me back home.
And you know what? That's the problem right now. Y'all got too much power.
That's not a power structure.
No, I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, if we even, you know what I'm saying, you got your place, I got my place, I got whatever situation I got going on, you got what you got going on. The plate needs to be set for you to be comfortable in order for us to start, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got too much power. Y'all in this inbox thing.
What's wrong with the inbox?
No, Joe, I don't be in nobody inbox. I wouldn't.
Oh, so you saying women jump off in inboxes too much?
No. What I'm saying is, this another power that
I'm definitely jumping in the DM.
Right. But no,
if I want,
right, that's a power. See, what I'm saying is, women can do that. Women can jump in the DM.
Peter Paul said,
and say what they and try them. Oh, and then if they don't go, it's whatever, right? But women can jump in the DM, say what they want to say. They don't get the results they want. It's whatever. A dude could jump in the DM. And if you ain't feeling him or he totally misread your vibe, y'all will go in, post videos, take a picture of his wife and put it all that. You know what I'm saying? So dude really risking it if he think he finna, you know what I'm saying? But on the other hand, when y'all do it, it's just like, oh, I don't want her, and just leave it like that.
Okay, first and foremost, you should know the vibe of the person whose inbox you jumping in.
Okay, understood.
You should read their posts and get the context clues.
Understood. But now that we understand that, how many people jumping in the wrong DM?
A lot of them jumping in my wrong. But it ain't what you do, it's how you do it.
Man, there's a lot of people doing it wrong then.
They do it wrong. With this whole sexual culture and this instant gratification, they jumping in.
No, I'm seeing a lot of girls, they exposing dudes for hello beautiful in them. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many times you gonna hello beautiful me before? You know what I'm saying?
They see.
So it's either way. Like,
See, we had this conversation off air before about the type
did we?
of women that men be associating with. You coming at her, and you know she is simple minded. You knew it.
Uh,
You knew it when you saw the things you said.
uh,
I mean, when you saw the things she posts, the way she carry herself, the things she do, you knew she was simple minded. So why would you even set yourself up for that?
Cause I'm simple minded.
uh, touche. So why would you be mad if she exposed you? If you simple man and she simple
Cause
man.
we the same.
Stay in your lane.
Cause we the
Like
same.
if you got a small car, don't try to jump in the big truck lane. Just stay in your small car lane.
Oh, okay.
When I jump in a DM, I stay in my lane. You know what I'm saying? I don't go out and beyond and try to drive outside. I'm a big body sitting on chrome. So I
Okay.
always go somewhere where the big boys roll. And I stay in my lane. So stay in your lane and you won't have these issues.
I love the big cars. But
Stop
I
acting
mean, I
crazy.
guess
You see
you
everybody
supposed to stay
phone
in your
ringing. They
lane.
see this energy.
You right.
Stop acting like this.
You right.
Everybody phone ringing. I
Stay in your
had to
lane.
cut my
You right.
phone.
You right. At the end of the day, stay in your lane. Cause right now today you will get played. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody told me first person say they like you. You know what I'm saying? They the one get played. You know what I'm saying? Like you just got to play it cool. Like we can hang out and we can't label it. We ain't got to call it. No, we gonna hang out. We do what we do when we together. And then when we not together, we don't sweat it. You know what I'm saying? But the first person be like, man, no, I'm really feeling you. Then you might mess around and get played. So
Oh, well,
now, you know what
you
I'm
know what?
saying?
I'm not gonna play that route. I'm almost 40 years old. If I'm hanging with a guy and I feel him, I'm gonna tell him.
That's grown.
If he choose to say, well, I like you or whatever. However the verbiage is between us,
Yeah.
that'll let me know how to play it. I ain't gonna have no yoke on my face for being upfront with my feelings.
Mm.
Because as you said, that's communication.
Yeah.
I'm communicating to you how I feel as opposed to acting on it, which is a very big difference. A woman will act on impulse with the assumption that something's gonna happen as opposed to telling him. You tell him, that's gonna either make him say, I'm gonna back up or I'm gonna speed it up.
Wake me up. Come on with it.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
I'm gonna tell, like, for instance, I'm just gonna use you as an example. If me and you hanging out and we doing what we
We
doing, ain't
finna
no
hang out.
labels. We can hang.
Ah,
You supposed to have a drink for
yeah.
me anyway for my birthday when I text you that already, and you was like you was gonna have. You come up here with your suave leather jacket
No.
on, with your earring in your nose. Nothing for me. My birthday next
Uh,
week. I ain't gonna be here next week.
I ain't wanna have a drink and then we. I got you. I got you.
Okay, but like, okay, me and you, we talk, we don't have no labels, but I feel a certain type of way. It's been 4 or 5 months, 6 months, everything is cool. And I say, well, D, I'm starting to have feelings for you. You know what I'm saying? I
Hmm.
talked to a couple guys, but I'm a hold off on them and I wanna, you know what
Hold
I'm
on. So
saying?
you gonna throw out the disclaimer? That's
Yes.
the disclaimer. You know, I talked to a couple guys, but you know what I'm saying?
That's not really a disclaimer. That's just to let you know that I chose you.
I feel okay.
it's
Okay.
it's not that I'm putting no clamps on you or
No.
like I'm trying to be like put you in a relationship. It's saying that I talk to other guys too. I know you talk to other women. It's an unspoken knowledge. I know you talk to other women. I talk to other guys.
Okay.
I might not be intimate with them. You might not be intimate with them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
However
Yeah.
that's rolling. But I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I talked to a few other guys, but I'm feeling you and I'm really feeling like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to talk to them no more. Our energy is amazing. Woo,
Right.
woo, woo, woo. And you can either say, well, I'm doing this and this or whatever, and I like you. Or however, we adults, we should be able
Right.
to
No,
talk.
I agree. If you feeling somebody and you want to be able to communicate with them, you shouldn't worry about what the consequences is. Hopefully you the vibe is mutual. You know
Right?
what I'm saying? And then if you was reading it way off, that's on you.
That's on
You
you
know what I'm
because you
saying?
had preconceived
Yeah.
notions.
Yeah. So but about this jumping in the inbox and all that stuff, like
I will jump in them inboxes. I have, and I will do it again if I
plural.
feel it. Yeah, I have. Especially since I've been single. I've been like
Okay.
jumping off in them boys like no
For
parachute,
real.
like boom. Like what it do? Hey, I've been liking you forever. I pull a nigga on a nigga. Sorry if I get but hey, I've been liking you for a long time. I just was in a situation.
I'm
I'm
trying to
free
see.
now.
Wait, I'm trying to see if my inbox is still the same. Do I got a new inbox?
I got your phone number though. I don't have it's levels.
Right,
I
right,
don't
right,
have to
right, right,
always,
right.
if I really like you, I'm
Mhm.
gonna ask you for your phone number because
Okay,
I'm a person that talk. The
okay.
inbox is really like that's just some old. I'm
That's
just
informal.
playing.
But see,
I'm just
I
playing.
think the world got to think about receipts right now.
Hey,
The receipts is just like, especially if you it's a swing and a miss. Like you
hey,
better not ever say nothing slick. I got receipts. You know what
you
I'm
can
saying?
show my receipts, because I probably got a few of my own.
But not on that person that's fronting on you though. So it's
Hey,
like you lost that one.
but
Even if you got some W somewhere and the W's the receipt for somewhere else, they ain't gonna say nothing.
you know what? That's weak. If
It is, but
on
that's
a
the game they
on
playing
a
right now.
man and a woman part, if you want to expose somebody for having interest in you, that's weak, and you don't deserve
Promise.
nobody anyway.
I promise. You right. But that's what they own right now.
It's for they want likes.
Right.
It's not even really about exposing nobody. They want likes. They want clout. When they
Right.
could just pay dollars and come over here on this show.
Right.
You know
Come
what
get
I'm
it
saying?
like that,
Come
right?
get it how you live. If
That
you really want to have something to say, to
do it the
have
right
some,
way.
do
You
it
ain't
the
got to
right
do
way.
it
You
off
ain't got
somebody else's feelings or
exactly
shooting a shot, man. Let us shoot our shot, man.
right.
Heck, man. You ain't
They
gotta
could
put
come.
us out there.
They come
That's
sponsor
I
Age on
ain't even been in no
America.
right. I ain't even been in no inboxes, you know what I'm saying? But
You don't jump in. How do you?
no.
How do? What do you do? I I bet that all women gravitate towards you.
No, I mean
You shoot your shot.
I mean, do I shoot my shot? Yeah, I shoot my shot at what I want. You know what I'm saying? But I get disinterested, you know what I'm saying, at the slightest thing. You know what I'm saying? Not at the slightest thing, but
I just said out in the
I'm
waiting
not.
room. I always thought that you was
No, it's not
bougie.
stuck up. I'm not big on a whole lot of small talk. Like I want to know you got some substance to you, and if I feel like you ain't got no substance to you, I don't. It ain't.
But
I can't gravitate because then if I gravitate towards you past the substance, then it's just gonna be sexual. And then sometimes at the end of sex, you be sitting there looking like, okay, now what?
they
Like you
go
don't even be
home.
right. You don't even know what to say to this person. So I don't even gravitate towards that area. So it's like before I even put myself in a position with somebody that's look real good, and you know what I'm saying, and I see that they ain't got the substance that I'm looking for. I about duck that now. I'm older now. You know what I'm saying?
All you
You know,
40-year-old guys, I was talking about substance. Y'all don't really want no woman of substance because
I'm
all the
40.
women are. How do you 27?
I ain't never say I was 27. I just asked the question who. But okay. But I get your point.
But because I know a lot of women of substance and they all single.
And I think they all been through something, and then they all been through something with other men, and maybe them men had some issues, but they also may have some issues. Like it's a lot of people out here healing. It's a lot of people out here have to restructure. It's a lot of people out here have to look at themselves for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why a lot of people be single. Like if it ain't working right now, and you done tried it with two or three people, like take a look at yourself. Like
Yeah.
fall back. You know what I'm saying? Like don't hurt nobody else. Don't like you say soul ties. Let's not get tied up into each other when we know it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? And send ourselves through some misery and whatever else can come along with it. Like just be cool. Like you gotta be cool on yourself sometimes, like and just fall back. Like, yeah, sex, sex be everything to us, but do you know how to take yourself away from it?
Yeah.
Like we might be black people in the urban community might be more addicted to sex than anybody right now.
I believe
You know what I'm
so.
saying? All
That's
our
why. That's why.
content is
That's why.
geared towards
That's why I
sex.
wanted to talk about this today.
Our nice cars, our clothes, our music, you know what I'm saying? Our everything is geared towards sex, you know what I'm saying? And so being able to pull back off that and say, you know what, let me focus on me. Let me get myself together. Let me offer a better product. Let me, you know, when I present myself, have a direction that I'm going in. I just ain't out here looking good. You know what I'm saying? Waiting on opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I get it. Young people, do that, and it's a might be a time for that. You know what I'm saying? But when you ready to live life the right way, you know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do.
Well, like we only had one break and our time is almost up. That was a good show. Like I said at the top, this is Libra season. My birthday is next week. I'm hanging
I
out.
got that drink for you.
Oh, I forgot to say, people that streaming live or coming back, we do have a Facebook page. Send us a friend request. It's Age on America. We also have dialogue on the page where we interact with our people. Y'all can send us topics that you want to discuss. Also, send out your small business or service. We will be. I've had some requests for that. We wrapping up. We getting those little things together. dotting our I's and crossing our T's, So we will have that information ready for you shortly. I will not be on next week. D will be taking the reins on his own, I don't know if he can do it like I do it, but Once
do it.
again,
I
it's
do it all
live.
right. I don't know
Was
how
that
you
a
do it.
that was a double
I'm,
entendre?
as, I'm just saying how you do it.
This is Asia on America. Good night.
Still moving too much.